Okay, so in the English League Cup, we have a match between Crystal Palace and Blackpool. So, Crystal Palace right now, when looking at their form, they started the season the same way that they really ended the 2015 to 16 season. For me, it's clear that Pardew hasn't sorted out the offence. Two matches, two consecutive 1-0 losses. For me, it's really coming through now that Pardew job is definitely under threat. The Palace fans seem to realise now that Pardew, in my opinion, I think he's going to be the first manager in the Premier League this season to get the sack. I really haven't seen any changes now in terms of the way they're playing now to what they were playing a few months ago. A really shocking statistic I find here is that Newcastle have managed to pick up more points in 2016, even though they're now relegated in the Championship, than Palace have. And like I said, the goal scoring right now is absolutely horrendous. So for me, there are obviously two ways, in my opinion, that Pardew can go about this. He can use this game, put out a full-strength team, and dismantle Blackpool 2 or 3 goals, get some confidence flowing into the team. On the other hand, what I think he's most likely going to do right now is he really needs to focus on the league and put out a second string of players. Now, Blackpool, obviously, they have really sunk in the last few years. A few years ago, they were in the Premier League. Since then, very poor ownership. They obviously had that controversy with the owners, and I'm not sure how that's played out at the moment, but from my understanding, in terms of form, they're doing all right. They're mid-table in League Two after 4 rounds, so they're doing okay. Then I don't think they're going to get relegated to the conference. I reckon they're going to stay in the professional leagues. But in my opinion, this is a very good opportunity for Blackpool to get a result against Palace. But it's very dependent on the team Pardew decides to put out. But I really think that Palace should really be focusing on the league right now. And with that said, I reckon Blackpool can get a draw out of this. But I would say give Blackpool a +2 or a +3 handicap, because I reckon a second string of Crystal Palace players theoretically should be able to take apart Blackpool easily, but considering the form that Palace have been on in the last 8 months, it's questionable. But I think that Blackpool have the opportunity to get a draw out of this, but I think that Palace put a +2 or +3 handicap. The odds are very generous for a +2 or +3 handicap. So in my opinion, Blackpool can get a draw out of this, but I reckon I'm edging here towards a Crystal Palace win. But it's very dependent on the players they put out. Thank you for listening, and subscribe for more tips. I do tips in the Championship, League 1, League 2, and the Conference, and the Premier League, of course. So thank you.